Different picture. Holy shit.
Are you live?
Yep, says I'm live with my granny ass, fat ass self, and nobody viewing, nobody watching, nobody listening. But I am on. Can't tell if anybody's even going to see me. I've never been on YouTube live before by myself, and I don't know if it's going to fucking work. It says no viewers, no likes, no viewers, no thumbs up, no nothing. So there you go. Gen X Talks Live with one viewer. Thank God I've got one person there. I have no idea who it is. But it says I got one person, so it's just you and me. And we talk about whatever you want. Who is it? That says the man. Hey there. Hey, a few people in there. Much respect from Napa. Fuck, I'm going to have to pull this in so hard to see it. Hey, look who it is. It says Mary Mathis right on the screen. She's here. I love you, darling. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Stony B, hey. Trying to, hold on. Just getting set up. Let me try something else here too real quick. And, all right. Now I can read the shit. Now I can read. I got it really big so my old fat eyes can see what's going on here. All right. Yeah. Hold on. Gen X mom saying something. What up?
I can't get to your line. How do we come up?
I don't know. Doesn't it come up like if you go to Gen X Talks, doesn't it come up as live? No? Anyway, so the reason I'm here was just it's 30 minutes or so on Instagram. Now I got to do it on YouTube. Gen X mom is whoring me out. She says, no, I don't get no badonkadonk if I don't do these. And as you know, I don't miss badonkadonk. So I'm doing them. She's also going to whore me out for stuff on the website for promoting the stuff she's selling. So now you know. And I'm going to keep referring to you as the man because I'm not going to say you're 1009, just the man. How am I? I'm fine. Everybody's here. Everybody's good.
That's like up close and personal.
Well, it's not like I had a choice. I didn't fucking zoom in on myself.
Move your computer back, man.
All right. Is that better?
They're asking, how are you?
I'm good. I can see some of this. He says, let's do this. There isn't much to do right now. We're gonna say how we're doing, what we're doing, upside down, backwards. Not me, not you, and that's the way it goes. So yeah, I have to do these things. It's like a public service announcement. I dig talking to everybody, but when I run out of things to say, you're stuck with me. Last time on Instagram, is anybody here who was just on Instagram and jumped over to YouTube because we just did the Instagram gig? I'm just asking if anybody carried over. I don't want to repeat myself. Otherwise, I can sit there and repeat all the stories I just told on Instagram, pretending they're brand new and just for you. How do you spell badunkadunk? It's not badunkadunk, Martin. It's badonkadunk. And that's Gen X code for getting some lovin', some poutang. I want to be the sheriff of Poontang County.
Martin was over there.
So Martin was there? Yeah, he was on Instagram. Martin, so all is going to sound repetitive, man. What if I start telling the same shit? What if we go back over Richard Ramirez, phone numbers, and the earthquakes and shit? You're going to fall asleep during this one, baby. I guarantee it. What are you doing now? All right. Well, that's the way I had it before. All right. Yeah.
How is the driving lessons going?
I don't drive with him anymore. How's it? The question is, how are the driving lessons going? The fucking kid's a maniac. I mean, he can drive and he's smart, but he's been out 12 times and he's already fucking really confident. You know that? You know that when the kids get confident, they get a little arrogant. You know, they've been driving 6 times and they think they know how to change the radio station. They can roll down the window, put their arm out the window. Yeah, that's where we're at with him. It's fucking bullshit, but that's what he's doing. He's just crossing that line where you got to fucking smack him around and go, you need to pay attention, man. This is a lot of steel rolling down the road. And you're going to fucking hurt somebody. He's just a little bit arrogant, a little bit cocky. So I'm not liking that too much. That's how the driver's lessons are going. And Stony B, yeah, badonkadonk. That's tell Martin that's how you spell it. Yeah. It's badonkadonk. So now you know. That's why I'm here. Oh, you know what? Gen X mom, can I have that t-shirt that I made the back of? Because I could ask, there's only 10 people on, 9 people on, but I'll ask them what they think of this. So while she's getting that, let me explain something to you. When I call millennials snowflake, assholes, crybabies, pile of shit, all the stuff you say, they get mad. Because I've learned that early millennials that are born real close to the Gen X deal, the Gen X timeline, they're very, very much like Gen X. The late fucking millennials, they're very much like Gen Z. I wish there was a break in the middle, but they're all millennials. So I broke it up. And out of respect, what I did was, I call early millennials Xennials with an X, like xylophone. Okay. And that's a respect thing. I'm not making fun of them. I mean, if you're a millennial and you're born like 1981 through, I'm going to say 85, 86. Why? Because I'm making this fucking rule up as I go. This isn't a website rule. This is a Gen X dad fucked up in my own head rule. I scratch off the first letters of millennial. I put a big X there, and you are so close to Gen X, we'll call you Xennials. All right. So I was talking with one of our followers, a chick from Boston, and I was going over some stuff with her one day talking on the phone, and the idea came up to make a shirt. And the shirt says, hey, I can't help that I was born too late. Fuck you. I'm Gen X. So I'm going to hold up. I just ordered a couple shirts as design to see if anybody would even like them. I don't know. Can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, they can see it.
All right. So I'm going to talk for a minute, but that's the shirt I made. If you can get an idea on what that is, it shows Gen X at the top. It shows the red X through the first part of millennial. And it says, it's not my fault where I was born or when I was born. I'm close to Gen X. So I made some T-shirts like this to see if they'd catch on.
Okay.
Gen X mom doesn't like the front. The front was kind of cheesy. It had this Gen X logo in a triangle. Okay, that might have been kind of dumb. I think she's going to put the regular, like the regular logo, our Gen X logo, little guy with the talking face guy. I think she's going to do that. I think she's going to put that one on the front. But do you guys think that'd be a cool shirt? Would anybody buy those shirts? I mean, they're fucking kind of they're pretty cool. So anybody say anything? Yes, on IG. Yeah, we're not just talking about shit in there. I can already tell that shirt will be epic. I hope so. I don't know. I'm gonna have her put it up on the website, and I'm gonna reorder a few more with the other logo on it in the front. But I think they'd be fucking cool. Hey, do you have that hoodie? Can I show them that hoodie? That blue hoodie?
They're saying that's cool. Does it come in black?
I don't know if it comes in black. I never thought about it. I guess you could invert it. You could make a black one. I ordered white because it was easy to see on the print and it was cheap to order it to try it. But I thought the idea of finding a way to include all the millennials that don't want to be fucking called millennials, they want to be Gen Xers. I thought that would be a cool shirt. And you could change the pattern of it, I guess. Anyway, here's another one.
Gen X one, though.
Right. Well, this is a different. I'm changing gears.
Yeah.
Obviously confusing Gen X mom. Anyway, I made some of these too just to see if they're going to pan out. They're a hoodie. Okay. They got the logo on the front, the regular fucking logo on the front. That guy. Can't see it on here. Anyway, here's the back of the hoodie.
They can't see it this way. Back towards you a little bit. Okay.
Can you guys read that? I'm not going to fucking hold this up forever. This is uncomfortable and stupid.
If I have to explain Gen X to you, you'll never understand.
If I have to explain Gen X to you, you're never going to understand.
Somebody said love that.
So I made a couple of those hoodies, and I think Gen X Mom's going to put them on the website. She'll probably make the emblem bigger on the back. I didn't like the way the little guy came out in the front. Looks like he'll wash off after a couple washes, but the back looks pretty good. But anyway, we're going to take it to a local. I ordered that off a website deal just to see if it would go over good. Gen X Mom's going to take it to a local printer here in town. They do a pretty good job for us, and she's going to put those up on the website. They're probably going to be up, at least the prototypes for sale and stuff, by tomorrow or the next day. So maybe I can promote those and whore myself out again on tomorrow's live stream. But you guys, I didn't even show those on the Instagram one. So those of you who are here and on Instagram, you notice you didn't see that shit. No. I didn't show it to you. We brought it over here and dropped it off. So the Gen X stuff is going to be kind of cool on that. I just thought I'd share it with you. If you guys think it's cool, then yeah, we'll put it out there on the website and we'll get a few. Black's a good idea. Get some black shirts on there. So anyway, what was he saying? William will lose to the Chargers next Monday. Who will? Oh, he's commenting that the Raiders are going to lose. Aren't the Raiders undefeated? Aren't there like 6 teams? They're still 3-0. The Broncos, the Raiders, the Rams, the Panthers. Everybody's 3-0. Somebody's got to lose soon. It's coming. Get out your money. So, yeah, if you guys got any questions, now's your time to ask. If you don't have any questions, and if you know me personally, don't fucking get me in trouble. Got on Instagram like half an hour ago. Somebody asked me what Gen X mom's favorite flower was, and I didn't fucking know. I was guessing, and you guys really made me step on my dick with that one. I look like a complete fuck up. I've known her my whole life. I didn't even know what the favorite flower was. So, and if you know me personally, don't ask me some embarrassing question about some shit you know I did when I was 12. Okay, let's just stick to something else. Like how the Great Wall of China got built or anything. Don't go backwards on me here. You're gonna hurt me. Even Ferry Brady lost one. Yeah, he lost to the Rams, but I bet on the Rams. I picked the Rams. He was gonna lose, and I was with you about calling Tom Brady every name in the book. But at some point, when do you admit the guy's really fucking good? Because he's not playing with the cheaters anymore. He's not with the hoodie. I mean, I finally had to give up and take back some of the shit I said about Tom Brady and start tipping my hat to the guy. I mean, when are you going to do it? You got to do it at some point. If the guy keeps winning like this, even if he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, but he has another winning season, come on, man. At some point, you got to acknowledge the guy, and that's it. When is my anniversary? Well, first of all, we don't call it anniversary around here. We don't have an anniversary. It's April 30th. And it's contract renewal. We don't refer to that time as an anniversary. We refer to it as contract renewal, which means that I will sit down and I will review how Gen X mom conducted herself this past year. We'll look at areas she can improve. We'll look at things that she did right and give her a little pat on the back and maybe a little bonus for that stuff. And if she passes the interview, then we sign her up for another year. We'll extend her contract one more year. April 30th is contract renewal. Don't you forget that. So, yeah, that's a good thing. Wish the Broncos would bring the logo on your hat back to their helmets. Yeah, I think they will. I think one game a year they do that. They do the retro uniforms. This is one of the ones that I think they bring back. So, a fan, one of you guys sent me this. A follower sent me this a few months ago. I forget his name right now. I wrote it down so I could look it up. But, yeah, I got this from a cool cat back east. That was one of the questions on Instagram. It said, what do you think of people on the East Coast? And I had to be honest. And it's like, well, people from California, we don't even know you guys are there. I mean, until you come to town, until you come to LA with the Boston Celtics and fuck us up, or the Yankees or something, we really don't even know you guys are there. We know that's where all the history comes from. You guys got the Liberty Bell and the Constitution's back there, the Declaration of Independence is back there. We got that. But we don't, Southern California guys, like you're just a bunch of arrogant fucking retards. We don't know you guys are there. I mean, you guys are just what we see in movies, NYPD Blue. That's what we think. But to be fair, we don't know San Francisco's there. When someone says, hey, you're from Southern California, did you know that there's that San Francisco is a town in California? No, not really. I mean, we don't. We're kind of self-inclusive. We have so much stuff here that we don't even realize the rest of you guys are out there. It's bad. It's fucking wrong. I know. And we're a bunch of arrogant pricks for it, but that's the way it is. So now you know what I know. Gen X mom must be out of the room. Okay. Yeah, she is. I had to pull the thing closer. I know you guys don't want to see my mug any closer than I do, but I got to fucking read what's on there. Gen X mom did leave the room. How did you know? Oh, because of the contract renewal thing. Yeah, she probably didn't hear that, but she knows about it. I mean, she has to do this every year. She's up for renewal. So, you cheer her on and give her notes and she'll do well. Have an opinion on the Gabby Petito case. Where is he? I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that.
That's the girl that got murdered.
Yeah. Is she? Well, did you hear that? She heard that. She screamed from the other room.
I heard about the contract renewal.
Listen, I was just reading what they wrote. The YouTube people in here wrote about your contract. I would never say something like that. Listen, I love you, and this is all bullshit that they were doing. I was kind of in the process of scolding them for writing such comments, when you overheard. So it's not my fault. And that's how you get out of that. Yeah, you a Sopranos fan. William Henderson, if you ask favorite character, I always wanted to be Tony. And I want to rewatch that series again. I want to watch it with somebody. I want someone out there to do it with me. Like we'll watch like 2 episodes or 3 episodes a night or something. I would dig to do that. I like watching movies and TV shows with people like that. If Gen X mom, if she passes out early, then I end up watching a bunch of stuff and getting way ahead on things where she's behind, then she has to watch 3 episodes to catch up. So it'd be kind of cool to have like a pen pal. Like we watch a few episodes, then bullshit about it. But Tony was always my favorite one. I think if I was back east like that, I totally could have fit that lifestyle. I could have been a gangster like that. I think a lot of the same things. I would never be opposed to owning a nudie bar, the Bada Bing. So I think I'd fit right in, but that's just me.
Tell them to email you if you're up for it.
Yeah, email me, genxdad@genxtalks.com or genxdadtalks@gmail.com. I don't go to the fucking website. genxtalks.com, the website. Scroll to the bottom. It's got the PO box. It's got a cell phone number for us, and it's got the Gen X mail for mom, dad, and kid. If you want to do send us something there, I'll do it.
Hey, let's talk about that Gabby Petito case. Where do you think the guy is? Because they were on a road trip, and she was found up in Wyoming, and he's in Florida. Well, he was from Florida, and they can't find him right now.
Can you guys hear what she's saying? Just let me know because I'll repeat everything if you couldn't hear it. Did you hear what she was saying? Gen X Mom was talking about the Gabby case. Anybody can just say you can hear her or not. Just contract renewal. Someone's going to get their ass kicked after this live. So it's good. Now, honey, I never said you were going to get your ass kicked. I don't know what they're talking about. You getting your ass kicked was not part of the deal. But
no, I think you're going to get your ass kicked.
Well, why would I get I was just defending your honor. I was doing the right thing, God damn it.
Okay, let's go back. They can hear me.
Gabby, okay, they can hear you. That's Gen X Mom squawking in the background like a tit in my head. Anyway, that's her. She's talked about the Gabby case, the chick who got murdered in Wyoming, and the dude, her boyfriend, went back to Florida.
Well, that's where he's from. They were on a road trip.
Yeah, I caught most of this. I got a daughter who works at and sometimes helps run a little greasy spoon on the south end of town. So she gets all the dish from everybody. She comes home and she's like a little chatterbox of everything that's gone on in town and in the world. She lets me know everything. She's better than watching C-SPAN live. When my daughter comes home, it's counseling time, and I get to hear everything. So does Gen X Mom. So yes, I've been briefed on the situation, and I don't know where the dude is, but I think obviously some people have been helping him. I seen the pictures of him and I watched him walk around on camera. That shit, there's no way a dude that's that fucking dumb shit could pull this off and get away with it without. He couldn't hide. There's somebody helping him. Somebody smarter than him's covering for him right now.
Hey, do you know we would never have let one of our daughters go off with some guy like that? He looked shady.
Yeah, that dude was a shady fuck from the beginning. I would have never let I don't care if my daughter was 22. If she comes to me and says, "Hey, this is the dude I'm going to take off with," I'd have said, "No, you're not." And then I'd have put a pistol in that fucker's mouth and said, "You need to leave my daughter alone, you shady, miserable piece of shit." And when my daughters do go places with guys like that, I'm very, very, very clear on the rules. Number one, if they're dating, that's different. Dating's different. If they're going far away like that, I tell them, if you do something to my daughter, if she comes up missing, I will spend every resource and the rest of my life to hunt you down and fucking kill you. And then all your family and all your friends too. You have made an enemy for life. An enemy for life if you do that to my daughter. I would not put up with that for a second. Now, if you're talking about dating, it's real simple. I know what I'm about to say has now been on a couple of TV shows and movies, but I've been saying this for 20 years. Okay. Guy comes to date my daughter, and I ask him some questions. First thing I say is, "Why do you want to date my daughter?" And I tell him, I say, if the first answer out of your mouth is, "Because your daughter's hot," I'm going to fucking hurt you. I'm going to knock your teeth out. So why do you want to date my daughter? And you better have a competent answer. The second thing, as we go through the conversation, is I tell these kids, these boys, I say, "Okay, look, here's the fucking deal. Whatever you do to my daughter tonight, I'm going to do to you." Yeah. And I tell them, let that sink in. Think about that. Whatever you do to my daughter tonight, I'm going to do to you. Yeah, they don't like that too much. They don't like that at all. They start to think, is you want to hold hands with my daughter? Then you and I are going to sit in your truck and hold hands. You want a little grabby? You're going to find out what grabby is, motherfucker, because we're doing it. So you think about that. Whatever happens is going to happen to you. So they think twice about that. My daughters hated that because there was a rule in my house. You could not date until you were 16. And by the time they got 16, my daughters would come home, slamming the door, being very upset, saying, "None of the boys want to date me because of you, Dad." And I used to tell them, if you have boys that don't want to date you because of me, then they're the wrong fuckers anyway. Yeah. They have what I would call ill intentions, because I've also had boys come to my house to date my daughters, carefree. They ain't care. Like, yeah, we're just gonna go out. We're gonna go bowling. We're gonna grab something to eat, and we're coming home. Well, when I come across real tough, they'd like, Mister, I don't care. I just want to go have fun. Date. I'll be back. Those are the guys you want. They weren't afraid because they weren't doing nothing wrong. Yeah.
So there was
no roofies.
People were saying that Dog the bounty hunter has gotten involved, and a couple people have said that maybe he's just after to get the money, the $70,000. How do you feel?
If Dog's in it, yeah, of course he would want the money, but Dog's fallen out of favor with America in the last few years too. He's kind of on the shit list a little bit because of that shit with his wife. So, he's anything he can do to get back in the limelight, which is, all right, knock yourself out, man. If that's what makes you famous and popular, I'm not going to knock it. But, I don't think he's doing it out of the goodness of his heart. I don't think he signed a contract at the beginning and says, I will not take any money for this. I will just find the guy and bring him to justice. No,
Yeah, I think they're going to find him, though. If they find him dead or alive, I'm not sure.
So, yeah.
You think they're going to find him dead or alive?
Oh, the guy? Yeah, they'll find him alive. Well, he'll be found alive. Now, if the cops find him, he'll stay alive. If regular people like me, like dads who have daughters, find him, yeah, he probably will succumb to some unfortunate accident right as soon as they find him. Lead poisoning, I would guess. It happens. You push him off a rooftop and he hits the ground. That's concrete poisoning. It's unfortunate. It just happens.
Somebody said that Dog the bounty hunter just got out of jail himself for weapons charge.
Yeah, I told you he kind of fucked up a little bit. He not a good thing.
So he's trying to come back.
Yeah, well, if you can this is right in his area, man. This is his wheelhouse. Finding people like this. So what a better chance to get back in the public eye and maybe win back some friends. So. Well,
I feel bad for that family.
I do too, especially since she's gone. Now, if they find out that guy did it, I hate that the judicial system takes so long. When you know the guy's guilty, if he confesses to it, you just fucking get it over with, And they wonder why sometimes dads just go into courtrooms with pistols and shoot people, because they can't stand what's gone on to their daughters. I'm not condoning all that shit. Don't fucking get your panties in a wad. But I do understand it. I do.
Okay, let's change it. Gen X Dad, what do you think of boomers?
Gen X Dad, what do I think of boomers? Well, my mom's not watching, so I can be a little more forthcoming with my answer.
How do you know your mom's not watching?
Because my mom doesn't pay attention to anything I do.
Bullshit.
Not at all. No. The only reason my mom gets involved in my shit is when you call and tell on me, and then she goes and sees what I've done. Then she pretends she figured it out on her own. Then she yells at me. And I know the whole time it's you because you sit like the Cheshire cat across the room with that shit-eating grin, laughing that I'm in trouble with my mom.
Because your mom loves me more than you.
I know that. I know my mom loves you more than me. I got it. Quit rubbing that in my fucking face all the time. I know. My whole family, I'm a black sheep in my family. Everyone in my family loves you more than me. I know.
Okay,
I got it.
So what do you think of boomers? Go ahead.
I don't get along with boomers. I try to. I just don't. I mean, if you really want honesty, you want a real honest, non-comedic moment. You want a real answer.
You to lie.
Oh, they do? They want me to lie? I could do that.
I said that sarcastically.
Oh. If you want a real answer, and I'm going to try to sum this up and then generalize it for you for everything. Boomers have had a tendency to live life by the rules. Mostly, they've saved their money. They've been very thrifty. Gen X is not as much. Boomers have lived by a more conservative, prim and proper. Now, there's exceptions. Don't start with me that some wild boomers. Okay, so do I. But it would seem to me that most of them have lived so conservative and by the rules and saved every penny and been frugal that they almost look down on Gen X in every area of life. And it's almost like, listen, we have stabilized ourselves and we have done without, and we have lived and we have done, and we did our duty for our country, and we're here now, and they're not as cool as the Greatest Generation. Let's get that out of the way. But it's almost like because they lived that conservative, proper save your pennies and save your dimes lifestyle, they fucking look down on Gen X in every aspect of our lives. Whether it's your marriage, whether it's your education, whether it's your finances or your job, and how you're raising your kids, it's like they tap you on the shoulder and go, "Excuse me, I'm Boomer here. Yeah, I've lived frugally and saved money. I've been conservative in my thoughts, and therefore," and then they unload, and I have a problem with that. I stand up to it when I can, but the only boomers that I'm really in touch with very much or interaction with are mostly my family. And I'm already the black sheep, so everything I say, nobody fucking believes anyway. I don't dislike them. It's just difficult to communicate with them because it's almost like they have a line drawn in the sand on what's right and what's wrong, and that's it. There's no fucking gray area. There's no discussion. You discuss things, and you're automatically kicked to the curb in the discussion. Like, no. You just, you wouldn't have these problems if you just done it my way. Fuck, really? I don't know. I did things your way and got fucked up. I did things my way and got fucked up. Maybe my life is just fucked up. How about that? Okay. So I don't dislike boomers. It's just most of my conversations with them come from a very brick in the wall type place. You can talk, but you really aren't making a dent.
So they've said boomers, grumpiest generation there is, always a prune face. Boomers are either really sweet or bitter motherfuckers.
Yeah. I go along with some of that.
I'm a Gen X with 2 millennial siblings. I'm the black sheep in the family.
How's it most of the Gen X people we know are the black sheeps? I mean, it's just tons of them. It's like, I don't know. For our generation, it's like we got jumped over, set to the side. I don't know, weird
one
shit.
Guy said, "My dad is a boomer," and you nailed it.
Yeah, who said that? Got
Dan
it.
White.
Who?
Dan White.
Dan. Oh yeah, Dan. See, okay, isn't that a little bit right, man? Dan, you tracking with me on that a little bit? You getting what I'm saying? I mean, I know I'm not describing every boomer out there, but god damn, if that isn't pretty close to how a lot of them are, I don't know what is. It's a gig, it really is. So I don't know. I know there's boomers that act Gen X and are riled up, but for the most part, that's my score on them. So I don't think she's watching now, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. One of a follower, this really cool chick from Boston. Actually, she's not from Boston. She's from Quincy, which I don't know if Quincy's like, is that a bad name? Is that like every town's got the bad. When I was growing up in the San Fernando Valley, we made fun of people if you lived in Pacoima. Pacoima was like, oh, you're from Pacoima. When I was in Bend, Oregon, you made fun of people from Prineville. Oh, you're from Prineville. In Vegas, it was, oh, you're from North Las Vegas. It seems like every town. Bakersfield has Oildale. You make fun of people. Oh, you're from Oildale. You're from over there. Well, I think every town's got that. I think every town you live in has the part of town you make fun of. Is Quincy a bad part of Boston, or is Quincy a good part? I mean, can I make fun of that, or should I be like respecting that? Anyway, she's from Quincy. She pretends she's from Boston, but she's not. She's from Quincy. It's almost like she wasn't cool enough to be in Boston, so they got stuck her over in Quincy. But she was cool enough to send me a bunch of these, and I'm not really sure what this means. Is this means I've sent you a bunch of these, so drink slowly, drink them one at a time because you drink too much? Or is it just to see if I get to where I want to drink and I have to fucking sit there and fucking open these up one at a time in a fit of rage? I don't know. But it was kind of cool to get them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but
drink them.
Did
They're
you
like a shot?
Did you just yell at me to drink this?
Yeah.
It's 12:30 in the fucking morning. You want me to start drinking?
It's 5:00 somewhere.
Okay, you guys wonder why I'm fucked up? Okay, Gen X mom, she promotes some very, very bad habits. She has literally handed me a drink and said, pound this down and go out in the yard and kick that guy's ass. Not exactly the behavior you want to promote in a marriage. That's like winding a guy up and ding, 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 and then sending him out. Go, go, go. All right, I'll drink it. Fucking big baby. Don't dare me. I'll do it. I'm going to say that with only 17 viewers on YouTube, and it being 12 o'clock, I'm probably drinking alone. I would like it if someone's raising a glass to me, but I kind of got the feeling I'm not going to get much more than a cheers and a cup of coffee from everybody out there, and I'm okay with that.
The alimony.
What's that?
Somebody wrote she wants the alimony.
She.
I
Oh,
want the alimony.
you want the? No, don't.
No, it's 12:30 here. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know where everybody is, so.
Yeah, but in Hawaii, isn't it like breakfast?
Or the East Coast, it's almost 3:30. No. You wanted to drink it. Somebody said you wanted to drink it.
No.
Oh, the man. Numbers. I'm drinking with you.
Hey, my man. That one dead soldier gone.
Oh, it's 2100 here in Denmark.
Hey, so yeah, we're
He's drinking.
We're drinking in Denmark, baby. That's right. Now you're talking. We'll drain some down out there, baby. I'm with you.
There you go.
I got a bunch of those right now. So
it's just a shot. You're good.
Yeah, just a shot. Who cares? I think it's 5 in Australia. Joette? Wait.
Joette Kinch.
Joette.
I'm drinking.
Far out, man.
2.
What do I think of Pete Wilson's legacy? Who's Pete Wilson?
You mean the governor? Wasn't he governor?
Pete Wilson? Oh, you mean the governor from here? No, wait. That was...
Wait, Pete Wilson?
Hey, figure out who Pete Wilson was, and then I'm going to pretend I know what the dude's talking about.
Name sounds familiar, but we don't know.
Gray Davis was a governor here.
He was governor of California.
When?
91 to 99.
Pete Wilson was governor from 91 to 99. I wasn't here. I was in Vegas and Bend, Oregon for those years, so I don't have an opinion.
The question came through.
Yeah, what question? I'm ready.
Should Pete Rose be inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Somebody asked me about Pete Rose.
Yeah, Weld Monster.
Weld Monster. You guys are probably not going to like this answer. And I will tell you who I'm stealing this answer from. This is not an original thought. I actually changed my mind on this issue. Pete Rose and the Hall of Fame. And as everybody knows, for those of you who don't, Pete Rose got caught betting on baseball. And it's a big no-no, especially when you're managing a team. Johnny Bench, who is one of the greatest baseball players of all time, in my opinion. He was a teammate of Pete Rose's for almost 14 years before Pete Rose went to the Phillies. Johnny Bench, Hall of Famer, greatest catcher that ever played the game, said very clearly on the Dan Patrick Show, Pete should not be in the Hall of Fame. And I was pissed. I was angry, and I wanted to know what the fuck, man. So I watched the whole thing, and I watched it twice because two things came from it that I will just briefly give you from Johnny Bench. One of them was he said he went to Pete Rose. He went with the commissioner of baseball and him and a couple other people, like from the Reds. I don't know if it was Joe Morgan or who, but they went to Pete and said, okay, we got a way for you to unfuck this. Okay. You're going to admit it. You're going to apologize. You're going to say that it was wrong. And then we're going to put you on a little tour and you're going to go city to city and you're going to shake hands. And they had a deal for him to do it. And there were some penalties that went along and there was some stuff that went with it, but it was a clear way to get back into baseball and get in the Hall of Fame. That was the whole point. And Pete didn't do it. Pete told him no. And Johnny said, we were there. We had the whole thing fucking laid out. And he didn't want to take the deal. He wanted, no, I'm not wrong. I didn't do it. And it's not like you said, I wasn't betting on my games. I mean, just the mantra you always hear from Pete. I love Pete Rose. And the second thing was, that's one, is like you had your chance to fix this and you didn't. You wanted to fucking challenge it and do it on your own and keep your story going and let the chips fall where they may. And they did, and you got fucked. Don't cry about it now. However, the other thing was, and I know this doesn't play out for Gen Z and late millennials. I know you guys don't give a fucking shit about this at all, but it is true. Johnny Bench said, do you want your own children playing baseball and using Pete Rose as a role model? Would you tell your kid, hey, be just like this guy in every aspect? And Johnny Bench said, he goes, I wouldn't. He goes, I don't care if you can play baseball great. I want my sons to turn out to be good people also, not just the ball player. I want them to do the right thing on and off the field. And those two, there was a lot said. This is a good interview. Johnny Bench had a lot of good points, so great stuff. But those two things changed my opinion. Up until then, I had always thought Pete should be in the Hall of Fame. I thought Pete Rose should be there. But listening to Johnny talk, I changed my mind. Don't think, I get a lot of fucking, like I said on Instagram earlier today, I get a lot of hate mail as much as I get fan mail, okay? And it's mostly ignorant bullshit. Just delete it. Sometimes I reply. But you guys all think that I'm the grumpy old, get off my lawn, Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood stuck in my ways thing. Maybe a lot of it I am, but I fucking listen. And I do change my mind on things from time to time. I am not opposed to that. If I have a rational, healthy discussion with some people, I don't care if it's about religion or politics or sports. Yeah. But you're just not going to convince me with bullshit. But I do have an open mind on some shit. And if you don't think so, fuck you. But Gen X Mom, got your hand raised. You, cute one in the back. What's going on over there?
So,
go ahead.
What the heck happened with the bullshit recall on Newsom?
What the heck happened on the bullshit recall with Newsom? How is that even a question? How is that even a fucking question? You guys realize now I want you to look at this from a California's point of view. Okay. I was born in California. I love California. California is my state. I'm staying and fighting. You guys don't move out because Biden and Harris and the Democrats are ruining America. You don't run away. Are you running away? Are you leaving America? The Democrats are ruining America. Aren't you going to run away? No, you're staying and fighting. Well, how come it's wrong when I stay and fight for California? How come I'm a douchebag asshole because I'm staying in California? You make fun of me for it. Oh, I get mail all the time. Yo, you fucking staying in California. Why are you staying in California? You staying there, you chicken shit. You fucking bail on them. Why are you there? Do you support Newsom? No. I'm not leaving my country because Biden's fucking it up. I'm not leaving my state because Newsom's fucking. It's my state. I'm sticking. But you guys make fun of everybody for sticking around. You know who really does it? The people that already moved. Oh, I got the fuck out of there. Fuck California. I ain't living there with those homeless problems, those high taxes. Newsom and fuck California. Fuck that state. Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm staying. But you made fun of everybody until they left. You made fun of everybody until millions moved out. You teased us, you shamed us, and millions left, right? Then there comes this recall election, and there was nobody left to vote him out of office. There was nobody here left to vote and say, yeah, you shouldn't be there. You know why? Because you fuckers shamed everybody into leaving. You did. And everybody left. Everybody left and fuck California, and I'm leaving. And now they're pissed because he's still in office. There wasn't anybody left here to vote him out, dipshits. And you were fucking part of the problem when you make fun of Californians in California. We didn't do this. California's fucked up because of politics. Don't blame the state. The state is a beautiful state. I love California. You ever watch the sun go down in Malibu? Yeah? You ever woke up on a purple desert cold morning in a sleeping bag and felt the sand? You ever seen Yosemite Valley? I personally think that when God created the earth, he knelt down and kissed Yosemite Valley. So don't tell me my state's terrible. I love my state. I hate the way it's being fucking run. But I'm not leaving. I'm not running away. I'm staying. And I'm not going to leave the United States. And neither are you. You're not going to leave the United States because it's turning shitty because of the Democrats. Just remember one thing, too. Everybody who left California, you sold your house for 10 times what it was worth, and you moved out. You can't come back. And you know it. The prices will be too much. You can't come back. If I moved out, I wouldn't be able to afford to come back because prices will go up. And I'll spend my money. I'll get a house and have some cash in the bank and buy a new pickup truck, go on some vacations. I'm not going to have the money to move back here. I'm not leaving yet. I'm not saying I wouldn't ever go, but I'm not done fighting yet. And please quit fucking sending me emails on how I'm a dillhole for fighting for my state. Fuck off. I'm trying. May not be winning, but I'm trying. That's why Newsom won. There's your question. Yes, in the back, you with the glasses.
The man 10982. I'm probably getting scolded for this, but I kind of want to get into seeing NFL, but it's so boring. Could you give me some pointers?
NFL, we got banned from TikTok because of an NFL video that we put up the day after they started talking about the Black national anthem, and we made a video about it. I went off. I went fucking sideways. I was so pissed. And Gen Z kid knew that, and he prompted me, and I fucking went off. It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook, but it's on YouTube. It's not on TikTok. Sorry, not on TikTok. Banned from TikTok. Set that aside. But God, when you talk about the racism, we have a podcast where we talked about racism, and it was a very powerful, very popular podcast. And if you go check it out, it's really fucking worth listening to. And I talked a little bit about football and how, like Black Lives Matter and Antifa, they burned me the fuck out on football and on everything. It was on every jersey of every basketball team. It was on every field. It was everywhere until we as Americans just got fucking overloaded. I didn't watch any football last year. I just couldn't take it and watch basketball much. I fucking couldn't do it. This year, it is scaled way back. They learned their lesson. Oh, you can still see little things on the back of the helmets and stuff, but it's nothing like it was.
Tell about
nothing.
Red Zone takes the boring out of it.
Well, Gen X mom is a huge football girl. She bought Red Zone, NFL Red Zone. And if you don't know what that is, it switches between games and shows you every interesting thing that's about to happen in the red zone. If you're about to score, if this team, they switch all around. It's really fucking cool if you can keep up with it. I watch football because they did 90% of that whole racism shit is gone. There's a little bit left, but now it's back to football. If you really want to enjoy a football game, a broadcast game, and you keep quiet, Gen X mom, you shut your freaking trap over there.
Hey.
You watch a game that's being commentated by Chris Collinsworth.
Ugh.
I love watching Chris Collinsworth or listening to him. I dig it. I can enjoy the most boring game, but some of the games have been really, really good. Nail biters right to the end. There's some good games out there.
Tell me does Sunday night.
And if you go to YouTube, they have like a week 3 recap of a game, the whole game, a 3-hour broadcast of the game, like in 12 minutes. And they really got some good stuff. You missed some stuff, go to the highlights on that. I will walk away from a boring game. If it's shitty, I'll leave and go do something else, or I'll switch around. But there's been a lot of good games this season. Football they've cut out a lot of the political bullshit. They're getting more back on track. Their numbers and ratings are coming up. I like it. It's good. It's really good. If you want to get back into it, that's the way I do it. It's probably too late to join, but I'll tell you what they're doing is on the kids' website, genxtalks.com has everything on it. Just pictures and click it. It takes you everywhere. But there was one Pigskin Pick'em put on by ESPN every year. And Gen Z kid formed a league. You don't have to, there's no money, there's no points, there's no nothing. You just show up and pick the winners. Like it just shows you a picture of 2 teams, you click one. The next 2 teams, you click one. The next 2 teams, you click it. That's it. And if you're right, you get points for winning. And if you're wrong, you get no points for losing. And every year, Gen X mom wins. Every fucking year, she's at the top. She's either 1 or she's in the top 3. And I think right now, there's like 80 people playing. It's probably too late to join because I don't know, you could win enough points. You might be able to. But anyway, that's on there. It's big football in this house. Gen X mom is the type of chick that will throw shit at my TV. My Gen Z kid has a flag, has an NFL flag that he throws around, and she will throw it at the TV too. She gets into the fucking game. Okay, yeah, so, cute girl in the back.
So the man that was asking that question,
yeah,
he says we don't have football here in Denmark. We only have soccer. And as we all know, soccer players are fucking crybaby wonkers. I want to see something a bit more entertaining. I don't know. You're watching Ted Lasso.
Shut up. Don't talk about that, woman. There was a joke I used to tell, kind of a joke story I used to say all the time. And it used to be, I used to say, well, as a father, there's certain things you love to hear from your children. And last Saturday, I heard something very sentimental from my son. You wait your whole life and sometimes you never hear it, but I heard it. My son walked up to me and said, Dad, I want to quit soccer. Just got me, he just got me right here. And I used to make fun of soccer, and you guys call it football everywhere else in the world. but we're arrogant Americans. When we tell you this is football, then it's football. And you could say, but there's 6 billion of us that think football is what you call soccer. And then I say, well, I'm an American, so you're all wrong. And we're right. So change it to something else because that just sounds silly. You don't call a game you play with your feet football. Even though that makes sense, we're arrogant fucking Americans and don't. So with that being said, and how dumb and arrogant I could be, I started watching Ted Lasso, which is one of my favorite shows. Ted Lasso just won an Emmy for Best Comedy, Best Lead Actors and Actresses, and Best Supporting. It swept the category in comedy, got them all. Really fucking great show, well written. I love the show, and it's all based around an English soccer team, which you guys for some reason call football. And so I'm gaining a little bit of an appreciation for soccer. I'm not bashing it. I'm not teasing about it and stuff, but it's not football. If you want to watch football, buy a DirecTV satellite, pay the $300 and watch every fucking game and all the extra stuff. Yeah, excuse me, you in the back with the ponytail?
So, really quick, Weld Monster 1, he grew up not very far from Collinsworth House, just so you know.
Really?
Yes, just a side note.
It would be on my bucket list to meet Chris Collinsworth or get a phone call from him, just where I can say, I followed your career back when you were a wide receiver, and I really appreciate everything you fucking do. I do. He is an absolute student of the game. I don't care what anybody says. That guy does more homework and has more insight, and he's accurate so often. I love the guy. I'll watch every fucking. It's an absolute icing on the cake when I'm sit down to watch football, and he's commentating. I love it. It's a big thing.
All right, here's your next rant.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You love this one. Do you think Biden will step down or be removed and Harris sworn in? Go.
I don't know if you guys can hear Gen X mom just pulling my chin on this up. The question was, do I think Biden will step down and Harris will be in charge? Yes. And I know this has always been part of their plan. I'm not a genius for knowing this. This is like pretty common knowledge. They ran Biden because they had to. Kamala Harris was one of the first ones to drop out of the race. When she's running for president, she had no support, no money, no nothing. She did not do very well. She didn't poll very well, and nobody liked her. Now, as a vice president on the ticket, yeah, she's black and she's a woman, so you gain some ground there when she's on the ticket. That's great. And Biden is the old angry white guy, so you get the old fuck up white support. All right, I got it. Good ticket, and it won. But they know Biden's not incompetent. Now, think about with any president of the United States. Think about what you see when the dude walks out in front of the press. Okay, they have presented that dude as best as they can. I mean, he's fully medicated, he's fully rested, makeup, suit, shoes are tied, slap him across the face a few times, get his game face on. I mean, when he walks out of there, he's coming out of a room where a team of people have primed him and perfected. This is the best image they can give us. Think about that. The shit we see him say and do, that's the best they can give us. They can't prop that dude up any more than they're doing. And this is still as good as they can't even give us 6 minutes of that guy without fucking up. Okay. What does that tell us? He's in trouble. He's mentally not there. I feel sorry for the guy. It's not his fault. He's not an asshole. He's just trying to do something that he doesn't know how to do anymore. His faculties aren't there, and they're making him do it. Now, everybody knows that eventually they're going to pull him out of office and put Kamala in. They even have the same plan since day one. It's a very good plan. They always said, impeach Trump, impeach Trump, impeach Trump. Oh, you goddamn Republicans won't impeach him because you're not following the Constitution. You just want your party in charge. Okay, there really wasn't anything to impeach Trump over for his mental state. The guy's just a fuck up and ran his mouth too much. He just fucking wouldn't shut the fuck up, okay? They're going to impeach Biden on his mental faculties. They'll use the 25th Amendment and they'll take him out. And they will do it on purpose, and they will do it saying, hey, We put the Constitution and the good of the country before ourselves. We know he needs to come out of office. We are aware he's not all there. Unlike you dumb, nasty, dirty Republicans, you wouldn't do it to Trump. We are better than you, and we will do it to our guy. All right. Trump didn't need to come out because he was mentally fucked up. That's dumb. He was confident. He knew what was going on. That's a lie. And you know that your guy should be out of office right now. But when you do it, you will pretend you are doing it for all the right reasons and for the glory of the empire and on and on and on. Okay. And they're going to put Harris in. Well, then why haven't they done it? And this is the part I should probably do a little more homework on. It has something to do with how long he's in office. In other words, if they replaced Biden with Harris the first day or second day or the first week, then the rest of his term becomes Harris's first term. Now, she can run again for a second term, but that's it. Now, if Biden goes, maybe it's 2 years, 18 months. If he makes it so long in his presidency, then when he leaves because of being incompetent and she gets put in, she is technically finishing his term. That's not her first term. She can finish it, and then she still gets potentially 2 more terms she can run for because this isn't hers. But if they do it too soon, then and I don't know what it is. I'm going to tell you this part of the discussion is the hearsay. I don't know what the rules are there. And they also know that she's not polling for shit, like at all. She never has. So putting her in charge isn't turning out the way they thought. They really thought that before Biden left, they could bolster her image up. And she just cackles and laughs at everything that's important. And we all know people like that. Every one of us has friends and acquaintances. We all know people that cackle and laugh their way through a situation that they should be taken seriously, but they have no other way to respond. They got to fucking get through it somehow. Well, that's one of them. Says she's not doing very well. So yes, they will take Biden out. Yes, they will put Harris in, and they will claim victory while they do it, that they are great and honorable and wonderful, which is bullshit. That's been the plan all along. Just don't see how that's going to help anybody, not even them. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know. You guys are arguing about something. I missed the mean tweets. Somebody said, Candace, you're not serious, are you? So I bet if I scroll up, there's going to be some shitty fucking dumb comment from someone named Candace, but I don't know that because
okay, hold on.
Go up.
Let me get there. She was the worst DA ever.
No, yeah, she was. Candace wrote, Trump is better, always has been. There's no way Biden got 80 million votes. All right. I don't want to get into the election fraud shit. You really want to know what I think about it? Go listen to a podcast. I did a 30-minute podcast on right after the election stuff was done, about a month or 2 in. I got it. There's my opinion. Go listen to it. Then you'll know. But was Trump better than Biden as a president? Absolutely, he was. I love Trump's policies. I miss his policies. I just don't miss the guy. You know, the guy couldn't shut the fuck up and didn't know when to shut up. And it's an easy target. When you start running your mouth and telling stories that people can pick apart, easy prey. You're an easy target. And it was hard to defend him. And he wouldn't shut the fuck up. And he would say stuff like he was drunk at a bar. Yeah, I drove a Ferrari when I was 17. No, you didn't. You're bar talking, man. You're saying shit, and people are going to fact check you. But his policies, some of the cool shit he did, fucking A. Some of the best shit I've ever seen. I love it. But as much as I hated the man about the shit he was saying and running his fucking mouth, that is what got him elected, was him with his straight talk. But no one could ever temper him. No one could shut him down and say, you need to shut the fuck up a little bit. You know, people asked me when he got elected, they said, oh, the country's going to go to hell now. Everything's all fucked up. I was kind of okay with it at that point. After Obama, yeah, I was kind of okay with it. It's like, all right, either Trump's going to come in and fix it the way he says and put America first, and I'm okay with that, or he's going to fuck it up and the whole thing is going to come tumbling down. And guess what? I was kind of okay with that too. Yeah. I will say, I don't care what political argument you want to get in, and you can steal this line if you want to. The Obama years made me a very desperate man. I was desperate for change. I think I'd have taken anything. I think I'd have taken Mr. Magoo and Mickey Mouse if they'd have run on a ticket. I had been beaten down by so much bullshit. I was so desperate for change that, yeah, you did that to me. You put me in a position where Trump could win because I couldn't take it anymore. All the fucking healthcare bullshit. My healthcare costs went up and up and up. I know you're going to blame the insurance companies and profiteers. Fuck off. None of that happened. I didn't have to worry about that all those other years till Obamacare came in, and my wife got leukemia and was given 3 months to live, and the bills went up to $300,000. Yeah, that was a logistical nightmare with insurance because Obamacare had stepped in and changed policies, and I couldn't afford the insurance I needed. I couldn't keep up. My insurance was going to be almost $2,000 a month before my wife got sick. So fuck off with all the stuff you tell me about how I've heard every talking point. I lived it. I was there. I don't give a shit how you rewrite history. You guys made me a very, very desperate man. And so, yeah, when Trump came along, I didn't give a shit anymore. If he was going to fix everything, let him. I don't care. I didn't hire him to go out and have beers with me. I wasn't inviting him over to my house for a picnic. I didn't say he was a role model, which is what you guys all attack him on. Oh, he grabs women's pussies. And he said, I don't fucking care. That's not what I hired him for. I'm not asking him to be a role model for my kids. Well, you have to. The presidential office, I don't care. I just wanted someone to fix the country. You made me that fucking desperate. I didn't care anymore. I just wanted it fixed. So there's your question. There you go. Sorry, went off on a tangent again. Are we even still live or did they hang up on us?
No,
Probably fucking banned me by now.
No, they're still there.
The guy at Google who's got his finger on the button to ban me right now is just eating popcorn watching. But when he's done, he's gonna fucking ban me.
We'll do one more question and then we're gonna go.
We are?
About the Rams. What do
Yeah.
you think about the lawsuit in St. Louis that they're going bankruptcy or something? Let me read it. What do you think about the lawsuit in St. Louis that going to bankrupt them?
Okay, I heard about that years ago, 2 years ago. There's a lawsuit in St. Louis about the Rams leaving. They broke the contract and stuff. I kind of got a little bit of information on it, but is St. Louis going broke? Because I know the Rams aren't going broke. I don't know. I don't know where you're at with that one on that. I know that St. Louis didn't want him to leave, but St. Louis wasn't going to build him a stadium. But it didn't matter. The dude was leaving anyway. He did not want to be in St. Louis. He wanted to be in LA. So any loophole, any shit he could come up with, any story he could put out in the press, he'll fight St. Louis in court for 10 more years, 20 more years. He didn't care. By then he's probably going to have 3 Super Bowl rings and a loyal fan base in LA. He'll be able to afford any lawsuit you got. I don't know what you guys are fucking crying about anyway. They weren't your team. They were mine. I just wanted to come home where they belonged. I missed them. All right. So look, I got to go. I gotta change up things, and I gotta say goodbye. Anyway, I did a half an hour, 45 minutes on Instagram. I did another half an hour, 45 minutes on YouTube because Gen X Mom was whoring me out. We showed you some stuff. Everything's on the webpage. If you the Gen Z Kids webpage is so perfect. It's got a picture of Pigskin Pick'em. Click on it, you're there. The podcast, click on it, takes you to the podcast. The TikTok videos takes you to. He's got one for the emails. He's got one for the store. It's really simple. You just pictures up. Click on them and you go, and it's all his cool shit. So that's it. Tomorrow we have a big show at 6:00 on Wednesday. So same bat time, same bat channel, and we are introducing something hilarious tomorrow if it works out. And I think it's going to be great. Gen Z Kid had an awesome idea, and I'm all for it.
6:00
So 6:00 Pacific Standard Time, 6:00 where the Dodgers play, 6:00 where the Rams play, 6:00 where the Lakers play, and that's all that matters.
Your beer money Venmo on there?
Yeah, the Venmo's on there. Yeah, there's a Venmo link. It says you want to buy my dad a beer, and you click on it, it takes you right to the Venmo thing. And
$10
you can do it. Oh, so another last thing too is that
somebody asked
there's a certificate, and I'm going to hold it up for a second here. You probably can't see the whole thing, but anyway, it's a Gen X certificate, okay? Like I wrote this. It looks kind of like a makeshift diploma. I know it's kind of cheesy, but I did a good job. Anyway, this is like describes who you are as Gen X. It's verification of authenticity. Gen X mom will put your name here in calligraphy. We don't got to share it with anybody, but you can buy one of these. It's $10. Okay, look, the fucking frame cost me $3, and it cost like $5 to send it. So $8. Wow, I'm making $2 on it. Sue me for being a venture capitalist. But if you send $10 to Venmo, you just email Gen X mom to say I sent you $10. It'll be in there, and she'll send you a certificate. Just make sure what name you want in there, and you can hang this in your garage, or you can do something with it. But they're really fucking pretty cool, and a lot of people have actually picked those up just because it says Gen X. The baddest ass thing though is the business cards I made. Those are fucking flying off the shelf. Gen X mom's giving them away, like she's just paying the 50 cents postage and putting in an envelope. And basically, the business card is black with raised letters, and it says, you hand it to somebody and they read it, and it says, this card was handed to you by a Gen X. I don't have to explain who I am. This is all the information you need to know about me. You don't need to know shit. Just hand me this card, turn around, and quietly walk away. And you hand it to somebody. They read it. It tells them you're Gen X. Tells them to fuck off. Tells them to hand you the card back, turn around and walk away. It's for their own safety. That's what the card says. And you get the card back, and they have to turn around and leave. When they start running their mouth, hand the card and tell them to get fucked.
They can get a sticker and a card if they email me their
Gen X moms yakking in the background. You can get a sticker and a card. Just email it that you want. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. Just you email her and say, hey, give me your free shit, and she'll just send it to you. Not even asking you for the stamp. And yeah, there's tons of those going out. People are going to carry those Gen X cards. I don't know why I wrote it. It just seemed like I wish sometimes I could fucking hand someone a card and go, I'm Gen X, motherfucker. Shut up and walk away. So I made a card that says that. And there's a certificate that says, here's all the cool shit I put up with as Gen X and how I'm Gen X. Go fuck yourself. And I sign it. At the bottom, I sign it and Gen X mom sign. I don't know. It's corny, but it's still fucking cool. And there's some of those out there now. The people are picking those up and putting them in their garage or in their game room, or they're lighting them on fire in a seance hoping I die. I don't know. So anyway, that's it. I got to head out of here. I got to close this thing out.
Can you get the card as a Xennial?
Yeah, you can get the card as Xennial, but you should buy the fucking shirt when they come for sale so people know what the fuck's going on, or you're going to have to explain it to them. You know, you can say, I'm a Xennial, but I'm Gen X, so here's your card and go fuck yourself. They're really fucking cool. So anyway, watch tomorrow. There's going to be more stuff up tomorrow on the live stream. It'll be on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok for sure, maybe Facebook. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for hanging out. All 19 of you. I think it was a more intimate setting. And next time we'll do it at midnight. We'll call it Gen X After Dark. All right. Thanks. Catch you on the flip side.